Hello everybody. Hopefully my bot is working. I opened it up and it kept crashing. I have no idea why. So I guess we'll see. And if not, then we'll do it the old-fashioned way, I guess, or maybe not at all. Who knows? Nope, it pulled it in, so it's good. Okay. I'll go up to the top and start saying hi. I did open up the giveaway, so if you want to type exclamation GAW, that will get you in. It should be running anyway. We've got MLN, KJ, Billy, Muscle Shell, 74, BH, VMC, Garrett, Civ 5, AG, Callie Brown's fan, Michael Rose, KJ, who is in Ohio, Jim Thompson from the Outer Banks of North Carolina, Joseph Wells. Scrolling through quick, so hopefully I'm not missing people, but Dennis Stewart and Marsh, JC, who likes Pam. Brian Robinson. I think I've got everybody, but well, we've already got 23 people entered in the giveaway, so that's good. We're already at 29 likes, so when we get done with the giveaway, we'll do a 25 like. And I did get this in finally today. So that is the one of them that I've been waiting on, so I can finish new marshals. And this is the updated list. My daughter drank the Shirley Temple and the Sprite, and so I took those off the list. Maybe we'll hit 100 likes tonight. I do have some other stuff that's going to be coming in. Not yet. Vincent, welcome. It's a 10-ounce Fire and Ice. It comes in two parts, and they kind of mesh together. They're kind of curved on the edges. And then I'll be getting some Zeus, some Abominable Snowman, 10-ounce, I think it was a Outer Space or something. So when I get them all, show them. Trying to get some more 5-gram Eagles. On my shop, I only have it listed as one left because I've got one person that is getting their money to me, and another one that said they wanted to buy it, so I took that one out. Hey, man of the hour, Fervid's Finds. Did get a couple letters today, so while I'm sitting here, going to open that up. So exclamation GAW. $1 billion. Cool. And a poker chip. Sweet. I'll put that up there for now. And open the other one. David Rubin, welcome. Crafty, welcome. Exclamation GAW if you're wanting to get in on the giveaway. Thank you to Fervitz Hines. I do have that listed as 15 minutes, so you got 10 minutes left. And I got the 1 cent Flying Eagle. Cool. New Marshall. We're at 34 users and 35 likes. And you do have to remember that you do have to be present. So if you leave and I call your name, sorry. You don't have to stay the whole night, just until we get the box going and stuff like that. I think what we'll do is we'll draw the 2 names. The person who gets drawn second will choose their half of the box first. So it'll either be the right or left. So whichever it is, I'll flip it around and it'll be the other side. So I think that's a kind of a fairish way to do it. Even though 2 people get picked, the second one gets to choose. Hopefully the Streamlab boss, all that stuff works. It was working the other night, so you never know. Gatita has been a supporter for 4 months. Thank you, Gatita. I love how it says became a member. Even though it's not. Bella's Forge and JC Likes Pam have both been members for 4 months. Thank you guys. Wolf Metals. So exclamation GAW will get you in on the entry. We've got 37 people. We've got 5 minutes and 48 seconds left. So that will give you Jim Thompson sent where was it? A high five. Did you get my email? Yes. New Marshall, been a member. B.H. Ringer sent a membership, and that went to James, who's Master of None. So I will look at that. Smoker has been a member for 4 months. Thank you, Smoker. Exclamation GAW will get you in on the drawing if you want in on it. like I said, you do have to be present. I will give you 1 minute when I start the timer. So I'm going to get that ready. There we go. Don't need the screen on at the moment. Billy sent a Dad Hunts Coins membership, and that went to Scott Big House. Yes, the master of nuns. Let's see. Let me do. It's this one. Nope. Thought it was. Let's try that. Yes, there it is. Hopefully that helps out. We've got 3 minutes left if you want to get in on the drawing! Exclamation GAW. This is a nickel box battle. We'll be drawing 2 names. And this is courtesy of Furvid's Finds. He donated that. His channel's growing, so check him out. If one of the mods wants to link his channel, I didn't think about doing that. And then I'll pin it. Or if, Furvid's, if you just want to type exclamation me, and I'll pin that. Definitely. Why isn't exclamation me not coming? Well, it should be just at Furvid's Finds. Yeah, I guess if someone wants to find that link, I think it's just YouTube at Furvid's Finds. Yeah, thank you, BH. So that should be pinned now. You've got 1 minute and 37 seconds to enter exclamation GAW to get in. Obviously, I don't know why I didn't like Furvid's Finds. Weird. Still got that 4-second delay, which is irritating to me, but it used to be almost 0. But at least we've got everything pretty much figured back out. Yeah, I saw it worked for a couple people, so I don't know why it wouldn't do it for him. Exclamation GAW, you've got 30 seconds left. And as soon as we do that, we'll also do the 25 like giveaway, and I'm just going to use the same list. 6 seconds. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't like that one. Okay. Let's find my monitor. We had 40 people enter. The first winner for the first half of the box, Brian Robinson. Congratulations. Write this down before I forget. And the second winner, Callie Browns fan. You are number 2. Alright, so I've got that written down. And we're going to do the 25 like giveaway off the same one. And the winner of 25 likes is JC Likes Pam. You get the 25 like giveaway. Alright. Let's complete that. Make sure yep, that's up. Make sure that, that's what I was wondering. There we go. So let me get your names on there. And on the fines, I'm just making it short so that it doesn't take up the whole screen. Now I'm going to get back to that screen in the chat. All right, let's close the drinks. You still have 2 more chances to win. For Thursday night, so don't forget that. Let me open the drinks and everything. Dutch Murphy, welcome. If you want to give me a drink and year real quick, I will get you in. I've got to fix a few of these. Let's see, Civ 5 said 1939. Marsh, you have 1,039 for the year. I'm assuming you meant 1939. Callie Browns fan and Thomas. Thomas, I only have a £8 for your year. So if you want to give me a better year, and Callie Browns fan, if you want to give me a year. Oh, you said 35. There it is. You did it in 2 parts, which threw it off. Thomas Wells 38. Okay, I was wondering if it's supposed to be 1938, but I was like, could have been a 4 or something like that, but 3 is where the pound number is. All right. Doug Harding, let me get you on. And you said 7-Up Tropical Zero. And 19. You sure you want to go with 1968? We usually find clear down into the 40s like all the time. But you're welcome to stay there if you'd like. Let me sort this by name so I'm not jumping around. See, Civ 5 said changing it to 1938. Okay. See, that was clear at the bottom, so. Cap, you had Pepsi Zero 2,936. I'm assuming you meant 1936. Unless you really want to go that far into the future. JC, I have Fresca Peach and Fanta Orange Zero for you. And Doug says 38. Muscle Shell, I do not have a year for you. Fresca Peach? Okay. Because it had Fresca Peach 1939 and then it said Fresca or Fanta Orange Zero Fantastic. So maybe you were just saying it's good. So just going to run down the names alphabetical real quick. Just make sure we have everybody who wants a drink and a year. We have 74, AG, Bellows, BH, Billy, Brian, Callie, Cap, Civ 5, Crafty, David, Dennis, Dutch, Fervitz, Garrett, Gatita, JC, Jim Thompson, Joseph Wells, KJ, MLN, Michael Rose, Mike Schleiz, Muscle Shell, New Marshall in Town, and Marsh, Smoker, Jolly Roger, Thomas Wells, Vanessa, VMC, Wolf Metals, and Doug Harding. So if you did not hear your name, holler at me. BH says just use muscle shells, birth year 1926. I can put that in there. All right. Going to sort this by drink now. It looks like we had 3 winners. Oh, let me get Joe in there. Barks 38. All right. So the winners were Gatita, Maple Leaf, and Muscle Shell. Because the drink was Baja Tropical Citrus. So congratulations, you 3. I know there was one that had the tropical lime, one little bit off. Yes, you. All right. Well, who's it? Garrett that always guesses Barks. Muscle Shell, I didn't see the year. Did you want to give me a year real quick? '52. Okay. You're going young. All right. I don't see any enders. Oh. I need to keep that. Brian Wireman just subscribed. Thank you, Brian. Okay, we've got the two sides. Do either of you have a particular side you want? Otherwise, I'll just go Brian, Callie. And I saw both of you here, so I don't have to worry about the timer. Sounds good? Okay. I'm just going to go like that, so I remember whose box is what. I had messed up my camera stuff, so I've got to make sure I get everything where I need it to be. Almost 50 likes already. Got to clean some glue off of my knife real quick from a package. We got slammed last night with rain. Like, we never get rain, and all of a sudden it was just like kaboom, and flying. I won't have to worry about if we run late about a phone call, because my kids are on a cruise with their mom. They left this morning at 4:30. It was a long day Saturday because I had my son stay over because he had a swim meet in Mesquite, Nevada. And we had to be there 7 o'clock Nevada time for practice and everything to start. And it's a 2-hour drive to get there. Stay. There we go. So we had to get up at 5 to get ready and then leave. And then he had to get up at 4:30 this morning because they're gonna, I think they're driving to San Diego. And that's like an 8-hour drive. But they're gonna go down the coast of California and to Mexico. So they're excited about that. I said, well, I've never been on a cruise. I said, really, I didn't say it, but I wanted to say, and I really could care less. I've never been like, ooh, I want to go on a cruise. You know, I'd rather go, So far, nothing out of the first roll. We're on our second roll. I am keeping like the 63 fillies. We do have one. I will keep out the 64 Denvers to look for D over Ds. Eyes don't really want to focus tonight. I was staring at spreadsheets all day. Doing the bank reconciliation and journal entries and all kinds of stuff. Got 47 likes. 3 more. And box was donated by Fervid's Finds tonight and Thursday. Check his link out. It's pinned. If you have a channel you want to promote, do !me and it will post your channel. This thing keeps moving. It kind of drives me crazy. Gatita says we have 50 likes, which is probably true because mine says 49. And I'm always one behind everybody. Brian, if you're still here, I'm going to give you some points to gamble. And we're going to open up the 50 like giveaway right now. Exclamation GAW. I think it's actually that cord causing part of it. Exclamation GAW. We're on our 50 like giveaway. We already had 25 before the stream even started. Well, it started, but before we even picked winners. I can do that, Jay. So again, if you guys get 3 chilies on the jackpot, you get 50 cents in your bank, which you get to use towards my store. Yeah, no space, just exclamation GAW all together. I know sometimes spaces get stuck in there by accident, but... But 3 chilies gives you 50 cents to use towards my store online. And you can bank those if you get... yeah, you don't get 50 cents sent to you, but you get to use it as a coupon basically towards my store. We've got our first find, a 24, and it's actually a Philadelphia, which, as you guys know, does not happen for me very often. So Brian got 1 point. First point on the board. So 24 Philly. Like I said, I never get Phillies usually on those or 2009s. If you also win a giveaway, you can bank the value of a copper round on my store, which is $3.25. So you can use that and bank your win to use later. So if you want to save up to get like a 5-ounce round or pay for shipping or whichever. If you do spend 50 US, you get free shipping anyway. But I think pretty much everything is eligible for used on the bank. And you can save up as much time as you want. If I ever go to change it, I will let everybody know, hey, I'm going to be closing the bank. You know, if it's just not working out, and then give you a chance to use it. Love that steampunk. Yeah, awesome. I do get all kinds of things. Exclamation GAW. Let's see what we're at. 15 seconds, and it says it closed probably. Yep, there we go. So 1250 like giveaway. Mussel shell. You are 50 like winner. You still do have to send me an email and claim your prize. The default is if I don't hear from you, you of course forfeit your win if it's been more than a week. But like if you see it in chat or something, and you say bank it, then you know, I'll just do that. But still prefer an email so I can kind of keep track of that sometimes. I did get those $250th. So that one is now in stock. No, I already got that banked, but like I said, if I see like in the chat or something, you know, I'll just do it right then. But those ones, I don't know, I'd have to look online. I don't remember. I know they were more expensive than my other ones, if I remember right. Yeah. So that is 32 for that one. I got that one in today. I got that one, that one, that one, and that one, and that one in today. And I have one left of the 10 ouncer. But of course, anything with the 50th anniversary is anything costs more because they, you know, it only comes around once. I do trade people for things. Traded some silver for barbers. Traded for, where's all that Canadian stuff? Well, I've got a few Canadian things on there. It's under the 1 ouncers, but I've got the colored Canadian. Come on, focus. That one with the back. I got 2 tubes of those. Dennis Stewart, Catherine's Coins has donated some Canadian 1-ounce rounds to use. Oh yeah, I did send with your package. I thought I had told you, but I couldn't remember. But sent a few of those. Get down just a little bit closer there. There, that should be a little better. This is an echo from my second cam. No. Alright, let's try this. I thought we fixed that. All right, let's see. Is that echo now? Hopefully not. Hey, Crazy Queens Errors. Welcome. Still echo. Dang it. Let's try that. Now is there an echo? Better? Well, hopefully it stays there. I don't know what it is, but it was, what, last Thursday we stayed up after the stream and fixed it. Sometimes I found that when that happens, I deactivate the camera and then reactivate it, and it kind of forces it to stop. All right, I'm going to switch this one out. And that's the new one. The one that I just pulled out is a 1958. So 50's on the board for you. And then we'll see who got the closest year. And I have to reopen this stupid thing. Because if I go into any of the setting stuff, it closes the window that is open. The extra window, it only allows you one window to be open. Oh, and 58. Go back up and find it. 56, 55, 58. We've got 74, Billy, Civ 5, 4, oops, think just those three, it looks like. We've got 37 people watching and we have 50 views. Thank you, BMC. I go to Advanced Audio Properties, which brings up all the sources with audio, and change your microscope from monitor and output to just monitor. Yeah, I have it set up so all the mics should be coming from just this. But yeah, I'm not sure why sometimes it does that, because it hadn't, and all the settings are the same, but who knows. I'll have to check it after the stream. All right, we got Muscle Shell is in for the guess. We are going to flip it, and this one is a 59. Just not as bad of an echo. Yeah, let's see. Because I have it disabled. Oh, that says disabled. Oh, yeah, I want it disabled. Let's see. Oh, thank you. See, that's why I have you guys. I'll keep looking at the settings, but hopefully we get that fixed. Because the ones that were disabled, I changed it to this one. So that way, if for some reason something's overriding, then this should override the override. Oh yes, thank you. Man, I've been forgetting that. Donkey, you're times 2, so the default is your name goes on the wheel twice. Or you can gamble and put an X2 after your name, and if you win the wheel, you get double the prize. So default, like I said, is 2 names, but if you don't want 2 names, just put X2. We've had a few people gamble for it. It hasn't paid off yet. So after I changed it a minute ago, any echo now? Two names on the wheel? Okay. Like I said, that's the default, is your name goes on the wheel 2 times. But if you want to gamble, sensitivity is high, but no echo. Well, let's see if that changed. I guess it'll be kind of an experimental stream with figuring out my settings again. I haven't changed them. Now it's normal. Awesome. I could make it squeal like I did the other night. I know how much you guys loved that. There we go. I don't know why it kind of goes out of focus, but so if you're new and not sure what we're doing with the years and stuff, we're guessing what you think the year of that nickel on the scope is. Actually, the webcam, my scope is a different one. But it'll always be 59 or older. And if you get it right, you get your name on the wheel. To do the end of the night gets chosen. You win a 1 ounce copper round or credit towards my store. You can bank that if you'd like. But the only time it'll be higher than 59 is if it's a foreign. Or proof, yes. I don't think I have that on my list of the points. Would we consider a proof a miscellaneous, or do we assign a point category to it? $19.54. Getting 50s tonight, but yeah, I was thinking kind of like at least 2 points, because you don't come across them very often. You come across buffaloes and stuff more, but it's like, do I make it kind of like a war nickel where it's 3? You want to save that for the second half of the box? Yeah. Let's see. Who had 54? Go back up. 54, 74, Jolly. 74 Jolly Joseph, Michael Rose, anybody else? At 74 Jolly Joseph and Michael, unless I'm seeing things. Okay, cool. Sometimes I get it before it gets posted. Not all the time. First 64 Denver. I think that short video must have pretty much only been watched by subscribers. Because I don't think there was any names that I didn't recognize saying good luck. I think I did have one sub off of it. I used to get about 10 subs a week, and now I'm like 10 subs a month. It's kind of weird. Who knows? Because I posted some of my shorts, and it gets 200-300 in the first day or two. And this, I think it was at 100 after one day. And like I said, probably the majority of those were subscribers. That's okay. You guys spread the word, and I saw there was some shared ones that went on. So when you do that, I appreciate it. Same thing with Amazon, and I really don't like making sure. Yeah, I'm not a big short. Well, I am a big short person, but I'm not big into making shorts either. I make them once in a while, but not super often. Problem is if you put information on the video, it gets covered up by stuff at the bottom. So then you have to remember you can't use like the bottom third, pretty much. And I tried the dual thing, and I found there was no difference in the amount of views. In fact, when I did the dual thing, it was one of my lowest viewed live streams. Tropical Citrus was the drink of the night. But yeah, I've got some new 5 and 10 ounce rounds that I'm ordering. So some of them that I'm ordering, I know someone was asking about any turtles the other night. I will be getting, it's a 5-ounce rectangle. There's going to be one that's turtle, one that is a beaver, and one that is a penguin or something. So I can't remember who it was, but I will be getting turtle. Not the round turtle, but the rectangle turtle. Hey, Silverman. That's crazy. The oldest is a 59. But yeah. I probably need to slow down on buying stuff. Now that I'm kind of stocked up and have a big variety of things. Still always look out for fun stuff, but because I think I'm up to almost, it's like 700-800 1-ounce rounds. I'm probably at close to 100 of the 5-ounce. Hey, Joey Brown. I probably went a little overboard on the last couple times buying extras. But it seems like if I only buy like 1 or 2, they're sold immediately. And if I buy, 5 or something, a couple of them sell and then there's some in stock, so. I figure the worst that happens is I have to have a sale and move some of it. But we'll see what happens as time goes on. I don't think I have a loot option. Had a few boxes there for a while that were like really good. The last couple have been me. We're 10, 14 rolls, and we've had 4 finds. Go to CoinCam. It is very dirty, by the way. And it will be 59 or older. So Tim, if you want to re-guess, you're welcome to. Dang it. Yeah, we'll see here in a minute. Hey, B-Waller. The echo came back. Raymond sent a gold coin. Maybe that will be better. Guess we'll find out. Alright, I think it's probably time for some stop signs. I'll finish these couple up. Worse echo. Okay. Maybe now. Probably still an echo, but who knows? Maybe I'll just shut up when the mic is, or the camera's on. Bad echo. I guess we'll have to fix it later. It's a 42. So first from the 40s. Well, the problem is if I turn off the echo, I turn off the camera, and no one will see what the coin is. already have 42. 40. 41 with BH. And B Waller. Is it BH and B Waller? And Dutch Murphy. Okay. I'll just have to keep playing with settings later and it was when Streamlabs had, it was something going on with YouTube, I think, at the same time, because all my YouTube stuff got messed up also. Yep, I can see you typing Furvid's Finds. I'm guessing you probably didn't see a year come through. I've tried all the settings so far, and not one thing has worked. I've gone into the settings. I have everything disabled except for one. I've tried it with only having that one mic, and then it's super sensitive. So I have no idea. I got Dutch in there. I saw someone put in Dutch also, so. But instead of not hunting and playing with Mike, yeah, I was in the settings, not just the webcam. I was in the complete settings, and I could turn on the desktop audios, which then produces a feedback. I've got mic auxiliary device 1, device 2, and device 3. I've got 2 and 3 disabled, and my webcam, this one, is the only one. I've tried putting the main webcam as 2, it still did it, and 3, it still did it. I tried it as 1 and 2, it still did it. 1 and 3, it still did it. 2 and 3, and it still did it. So, disabling doesn't work. Putting them all on doesn't work. So I'll have to just keep playing with it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm missing something, but yeah, I'm in the OBS settings, not just like the device settings, which I've also tried. I've tried unmaking it a source and then putting it back on as a source, and that didn't help. So Who knows? It's probably just some stupid setting I'm overlooking and trying to make it too complicated. I wonder if would making it a mono channel possibly fix it. But to do that, I have to do a restart. It's one of those that I know enough to do things, but not enough to be a techie person. But I did just notice that the channel, I can do a mono. So maybe after we're done with the stream, I'll play with it and see if that works. But to me, even if it was something else, it shouldn't pick up if you have everything but the Streamlabs. I'm using Streamlabs. And part of it was, I think, when Streamlabs updated, which was part of the problem. But
so I'll try to be quiet, which will still probably echo.
I know, I'm crazy. Thank you. $19.52. Ah. Not 34, just 4. Just looking at a couple things. Who knows? Thank you. Alrighty. That's a 1955. Now, if it's a Philly, it's a semi-key date. And if it's a Denver, no, not Denver, just 50. 55 is Philly. Okay. And it's a Denver. So, dang it. I was hoping it was a Philly. Joe and Cap. Sounds good. We get... I don't want that. And Joe and Cap. Hopefully the ticker's a little bit better. I know a few people had said that it was like speeding by, which was weird because it was the exact same setting as before. It's also more clear. The other one, it seemed fuzzy. And this one, when I redid it, yeah, gotta love updates. Yeah, on the audio output, I have the capture auto only. Output desktop audio is the only other two. And when I tried the desktop audios the other night, they screeched. And on the audio device, I mean, I could put it at the other cam, but I don't have the option to uncheck. It makes you do it. So I'll Have to play with it. Yeah, because I went into those and I was like, it's got to be one of these, but there is no option to turn it off. It makes you choose one. I don't know if it's a Streamlabs thing or if it's just something else. Maybe when it's on, we'll play with it. And Joe and Cap for the 52. Yep, got him. Oh, for the previous one? Yeah, I got Joe and Cap. What about the 55s? I guess it was a 55 for the second one. I guess we need to find that one out. The 55 had a lot. Yeah. That's a lot of them. Yeah, I didn't see that. When I saw that one, it looked like one of the game things. So let me get those on. Copy. Separate them. Quite a few of them. Yeah. I'd seen the Joe and Cap, and for some reason in my mind I was like, oh, only 2 people. Weird. I think I also need to put a point for proofs and if it's a key or a semi-key. Like a semi-key is worth an extra point, and a key is worth 2 extra points. 3 peppers? Oh, wolf, okay. Let me get that opened. Where is it? The big one that says bank. You're now at 375. Saw the stop signs. I'm like, we're not going. That's weird. And then I noticed the one from Billy, and I was like, ah. See, I was thinking it was like one of those where it's the poisonous frog sends half the thing, and that's why I didn't even notice it. Still at 50 likes. I wish I could get more circulated. I only had the one the other night. All the rest are 2024s in Denver and 25 Phillies. So I just need to bust them open and take them back. Yeah, because I hadn't touched any of the settings since the other night, and it was working perfect that night after we played around with it. And it hadn't had any updates or anything that I saw. Come on. There we go. 2009 Denver. Get that on the board. Oh, come on. I'm not sure. Maybe I need to re-threaten it or something. And we have another 63 Philly. Fun. We usually only get one if we get them. We've already got two out of this side. Three rolls left. Working and lurking. Cool. Two rolls left after this handful. And then we'll do the finds. Excuse me. See, this is a 64 that you want to be a D over D. That thing's nice. Whereas half the time they're beat up. What are we at on points wise? 2, 7, 8, 9. I think that's what the other night was. Halftime, almost. We haven't done a halftime thing for a while. Last roll for Brian. And I found a few 64, but they're fillies, which usually don't happen. Usually the 63s are fillies, and the 64s are Denvers. And tonight I found quite a few 64 fillies, and I have two 63 fillies. Hopefully I said that right. Yeah, fillies. Last half of the roll. Well, they'll get at least another point. It's another 2009. Let's do look at something here. Let's do a. Do we want a halftime last man standing or a halftime duck race? We've got up to me, duck, last man standing, last man. 4, looks like 4 to 2, 4 to 3, 5, 6 to 3, 7 to 3, 8 to 3, 9. All right, we'll do a just pick for a minute. Sure. All right. Halftime. We'll do that while I'm doing the scope. Not too many to scope, but exclamation GAW for last man standing. I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 64s. Let's see if this really nice one is one, which I highly doubt. No. It's not even like a super clear D or anything. Oh well. We've got 33 people entered. You've got 2.5 minutes. So we ended up with 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we'll have Callie's turn. Well, the other night it was 9 to 8, so maybe it'll be 10 to 11, 10 to 9. Who knows? Got 1:40 to get in on that. Ten to 10, finish with duck race? Yeah. "46 seconds. Changed one more setting, so just testing it to see if it's now echoing or not. Any echo? Positive. Okay, damn it. All right. "35 people have entered. Everybody's on there. 35 names. Let's do 17 seconds. Don't know why. I just pulled that number out. Alrighty. Ready? Road to Redemption 72. Oh, yes, my bad. Well, you will do Last Man Standing too. I don't know why I was thinking duck race, but Road to Redemption, congratulations. Now See, I put the hot sauce as the last man standing because you have to go through all the heat. Sorry, BH. It's kind of trippy. Aw. Sorry, Billy. Out of 35 people, only one. Sorry, B-Waller. And New Marshall's gone. So Road to Redemption, make sure you email me and let me know if you want credit to my store or bank it to use towards the store. Silverman is gone. Or if you just want a 1 ounce copper round, it'd be the same thing. I just give you a coupon to get one. Joseph. Because if you put it in the chat, I won't know. Callie Browns fan, sorry. The wheel, I just use the exclamation GA, and then I copy the names and then put them on the wheel. Bellows is gone. If you're throughout the night, it's guessing the years of the nickel and being either straight on or on the closest. KJ is gone. So when we do the nickel guesses, you just put the year you think it is, and if you're correct, you get your name on the wheel. Oh, so close. Sorry, Forfeit. And I have a couple different wheels, so this is the last man standing one. Civ 5's gone. Right on the line. Michael Rose. But yeah, Road to Redemption. Still need to send me an email, dadhuntscoins@gmail, VMC. dadhuntscoins@gmail, and just say duck race, and then give me your info. Tim Ivins is not a winner. Donkey Socks. We're down to 20. We've gotten 15 away off the wheel. Brian or Wolf? It'll be Wolf. It's kind of trippy when you look at it when it's spinning like that. It's like, woo. 74. Jolly. Road to redemption. Sorry. Brian. We got 15 people left. Maple Leaf for Joe. Oh, right on the line. Maple Leaf, sorry. And Joe's gone. Got an 8% chance of losing. Sorry, Vanessa, you got that 8%. Lyle, sorry. You've got a 9% chance of losing now, or a 91% chance of not losing. And Dennis was that 9%. Now we're at 10%. Or 90. However you want to look at it. Forfeit rigged it. Raymond was at 10%. Now we're at 11%. Mike or Crafty? Oh, right on the line again. Thomas. AG. 6 people left. Got a 1 in 6 chance of losing. And Gatita is the loser this time. You're not a loser, you're just a loser on this game. Gatita can't be a loser. Captain Vic. Now you're at 25%. Looks like Jim. Let's see if your JC guess is correct. We got a 33% chance. And Marsh said he was feeling lucky, and someone said JC was going to do it. Crafty. Now you lost. Who's it going to be? And Marsh. You are the last man standing. Oh no. Crap. Well. What am I going to do for that case? I didn't even think about putting save. I guess I could go back and see, but I don't know how many we'd get. Oh, crapola. All the names on the wheel disappeared. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is I could pull it up and see what I can find. Someone can go clop it. Yep. Then I'll just enter them in at least as many names as I can. Well, we'll continue on, and then I'll, if someone gets that and sends it to me, great. If not, I'll go back maybe at the end and find what I can. I do know, at least for now, everybody that was on the wheel can get in. And we've got Brian and Callie. So at least we've got everybody that was on the wheel at least gets an entry on the wheel again. I didn't even think about clicking save first. All right, Kelly, your turn. So it was about 7:15-ish. So at least I know where to go look if we need to. Oh, I didn't even think of it. Who won the wheel? N. Marsh was the last man standing. And I accidentally erased everybody because I forgot to save it before I switched screens. So we'll have to go back and grab a screenshot or something and then type what I can find in. Oh well, it happens. Like I said, at least I know where to go back and look at about the 2 hours and or the 7:15 each. Well, I'll remember for next time if we need to. Let's find some buffaloes, yes. If you find a V-nickel, you're automatically tied. But if you didn't get on tonight, you do have 2 chances Thursday. But Brian and Callie are not eligible to win the box. And we'll still do the nickel trifecta. And we'll just use both sides of the box. But in this case, Callie would have to do it themselves because we didn't get any War Buffalo or V-nickel for Brian. You can do it. That'd be nice. Well, you're on the board. You have a 2009. I don't need a apostrophe S on that one. Oh, perfect. I'm going to put those names from the screenshot. Thank you, 74. So bear with me just a moment. There we go. And for doing that, I'm going to put your name on the wheel an extra time. There, now we're up to 65 entries. 74 sent the perfect screenshot that had from the very beginning until I clicked it over. And I left everybody that was on the last man standing wheel on the wheel as a I'm sorry token. So everybody got an extra entry. Ooh, 3 eyeballs. I got B-Wallers and can't remember the other one off the top of my head. That's it. I didn't see one, at least if it was addressed from you. I have not received it. Oh, you got your copper. Okay. I was like, why are you sending me copper? But I'm tired. You got my copper. That makes more sense. I'm totally whacked tonight, I guess. I say we'll do a last man standing and I do a duck race. So I do the last man standing and I race everybody. CAG, I'll be looking for you. Yeah, so hopefully the ticker across the bottom is better. At least it looks cleaner, like it's more crisp than it was. I don't know why, because these the exact same settings. And the other night, when I was looking at the settings, I had noticed it wasn't on the 1920p or whatever it is, 1920 by 1060. I don't know, can't remember. It was on like 1080. That was it, 1080. Look at something here. Jim Thompson sent a chili. Well, we were talking about this earlier. Sorry about the echo. Nope, no V nickel. But it is an S mint mark. So I'm putting it up there because it's a proof. So at least I'm pretty sure it's a proof. So it could be any year, just so you know, any year. Pretty much. I mean, obviously it's not going to be a, 43 or something. But it looked a little bit different, so I looked at the mint, and it was an S. So unless I'm crazy, but I don't believe there was any. I think just S's were just proofs. Because we were talking about that earlier, because we don't come across them, I was like, I need to figure out how many points a proof would be. So I was thinking either 2 or 3. Yeah, I was thinking 3. Now that one is not a proof, so it's a 73. Put it on the scope just to make sure, but oops. There you go. 73 proof. Get that on the board, and then and go back up and see 73. It's 78, 77, 70. Civ 5 changed his before the stop. He said, changing my guess to 1970. So I'm thinking the closest would be 70. Because 77 would be 4 away. So Civ 5, you got it. Congratulations. Let me look it up and see just one thing. Even though it's not like great condition, I'm still going to flip it up. And it says there was exactly 2,632,810. All right. And this one is a 58. Get that on the board and see who got it. There we go. Smoker and Kelly, thank you. Even though it's not like super great condition, at least it's a proof. And on my stat tracker, I'm going to put it down as a miscellaneous. Just going to set that right, how about right there. What the heck? Well, I have to close that so I can actually see the screen. That's stupid. So you are now at halfway to a tie, and you still got 18 rolls, including what's in my hand. So that's one of those things I come across nickel and quarter and half proofs. I don't think I've ever found a penny proof, even back when I was able to get pennies. Yeah. Yeah, I think the next 2 days I'm going to focus on getting those halves back into the bank, especially after buying all that copper in the last month. I've got about 37.50 sitting in brand new halves. That's crazy. And it's weird how someone can hunt pennies and find Indian heads and proofs. I've never found an Indian head or a proof. do have some quarter boxes that I'll probably be hunting after streams. That does it. I found quite a few proof quarters. Never found a silver proof, except for my teller's tray, which I bought for 25 cents. So I was like, that looks weird. I was like, can I see that one? So she handed it to me. I'm like, can I buy this one also with my coin? She, yeah. So I paid 25 cents and got a silver proof. Silver was at, what, about 70 bucks today? She goes, what's special about that one? I said, it's a silver proof. And she goes, oh. Okay. Like, she didn't even really care. It was just kind of like, oh, yeah, okay. I was like, that's the same bank that I walked in and was buying coin, and one of the tellers said, would you be interested in this one? And she handed me a Benji. I think I did a short on that one. If I remember right. Yeah. It was a great investment. Spent 50 cents and the one bank, I was finding out that they were throwing away like all the foreigns and stuff that people would leave in the tray from the coin machine. And I said, I'll take them. And they said, oh. But either they started throwing them away again or haven't had any. Most of them were like Canadian, but still, I was like, I'll take any of them. I think one of the reasons is one of the girls that was doing it, she was gone for 3 months because she had a baby. And she was the one that would always save them for me. She's back now. It was her first day back on Wednesday when I picked up my coin. Nope. Because they were asking me about something. They said, is this worth anything? I said, no. I was like, it's just a, you know, whatever. And they're like, oh. They're like, we just throw them away. I was like, I'll take it. She goes, okay. The other bank, when I first went in to set up the account, when I was asking if they would order them, and I said something about yeah, I do coin currency, you know, foreign. They're like, oh, you do foreign? I'm like, yeah. They brought out a quart jar half full. And something happened. Oh, new Marshall did a tip for $10. Thank you, new Marshall. You're going on the wheel. So they handed me the jar and said, we just want the jar back. So I was like, well, okay. So I dumped it into a bag, and I had half a quart jar of foreign. Because they go, yeah, our machines won't take it, but we just throw them in here. I'm like, cool. But I take them like a dozen cookies from the shop that everybody likes to get them from. I take both banks a dozen cookies. See you, Jim. Thanks for coming and being here. You are very much appreciated for everything you do. Supposedly, the time frame is in 2 to 3 months. They should be kind of moving me over to more of the assistant finance manager and hiring an AP guy to take my spot. And then at that point, about 6 months later, 6, 7, something like that, the finance manager will retire, and then I will just go full-time as finance manager. So we'll see if this new timeline works. Part of it was the construction had got delayed because someone forgot to file a permit or something. So it was backed up. Otherwise, we should have been at the point where we were already starting that. Which would be nice because the owners are thinking about selling. They're not sure when, but the landlord asked if I'd be interested, and I said, yeah. I was like, I probably can't afford it right at the moment, but I was telling her, and she goes, oh, okay. So there, that's better. Cool. normally wouldn't have looked at buying a place in here, but Mom lives just across the street, and so when they need help with something, I can just run right over. And my kids can go over and visit anytime. And otherwise, I wouldn't have probably thought about it. We'll see. I think the next step is basically just go to the bank and talk to a mortgage officer and see what I can qualify for. We'll let Maple Leaf in because I hadn't shown it yet. 1958. Second 50s. This window won't let me do it, dang it. What did I say, 58? BMC and Billy, okay, makes it easy. And KJ, okay. Thank you. You're just trying to sabotage him is all? No. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, I would like to have a house, but the houses here are way too much for a single income. Even if I was at the finance manager salary, depending on what the exact salary is, but a range, I still probably couldn't afford them. And it's one of those that it'd probably be a little tighter than normal, but if I needed to, I can always lower my retirement percentage that I put in, because we get the 5% match, plus they add like 58 something dollars a paycheck, and I put an extra AEIT 8% on top of that. So if I needed to free up money, I could temporarily pause the extra 8% that I put in. you. Now there is no mint mark, unfortunately. But it is a 39. We now have our oldest of the box. Remember, how many points is a 30s? It's 3. Get it on the board first. There it is. One point away from tying. And let's see. Where's the years? There we go. $39. I got a 41. I think 41, which would be Dennis and Brian. Unless you see something else. JC nailed it. Oh. Alrighty. So, JC and New Marshall. Or Joseph and... Get that fixed. JC and Joseph. Oh, and I forgot. I was going to put this one up. KJ had 41. So did they nail it? Because all I saw was 41s, but... Let's see if 5 said 40. Well, let me go back up and look. Nope, Civ 5 had 40. 40, 56, 52, 51, 46, 47, 40. So Civ 5 and Jolly had 40s. KJ and Marsh, 41, 47, 56, 42, 58, 42, 40 from MLN. 41, Joseph with the 39. And JC with the 39. So Joseph and JC, yep. I probably was just a little confused because I'd seen like 3 different names, so it's all cleared up. JC and Joseph. So that one you had to have a J in your name just to qualify. So Brian had 9 finds with 10 points. And Callie so far has 5 finds for at least 369 points. So no matter what, this will at least tie it. But Callie has taken the lead. 1946. It's worth 2 points. There we go. 2. Me, Civ 5, and Marsh. 74, 5 Marsh. Thank you. So, Callie has officially won. But we have a war nickel. I'll stick it under the coin cam just so you guys can look at it. We do have a Philadelphia war nickel. We already know what those are. War nickels, I think, were 3 points. So it'll be 42, 43, 44, or 45. I think everybody's guessed in that, but $42, 3, 4, or 5. We have 42 watchers and 55 likes. I doubt we'll get to the 75. We've got 5, 6, 7 rolls left. A 1944 Philadelphia War. I know we saw 44s, so we got a whole bunch of them. We have 43, 42, 43, 43, 43, 44. Road to Redemption. And Silverman. Silver 74. And IT. And Vanessa and Smoker. So Road to Redemption, Silverman 74, IT, Vanessa, and Smoker. Did I get everybody? If not, let me know. Well, you said you could maybe trifecta the box on your half, maybe. Yep. You never know. Yes. And Callie just wants to add another point. $20.24. You're like racking like everything up. There we go. Because you got the 30s, the war, 40s, 50s, 73, 09, 24. We're running out of room. Which is a good thing. And since you're already adding everything to it, you might as well find a buffalo and a V-nickel. And again, Thursday will be another box battle. So 2 more people will be chosen. Five rolls. Yeah, I was kind of glad that he liked the idea of box battle. I guess we could get a foreign in here also. Probably. This year I'm going 2 habanero plants and a Tabasco plant. They didn't have ghost pepper or reaper. I was hoping I could make another batch of the same stuff I had. And I've only got 7 of those left. And then I'll have to make another order. That one I did an order of 24. I could do an order of 48, but I don't know if I need 48. Yeah, the one I had was Ghost and Habanero. This time it will be Habanero and Tabasco. This one is a touch of sweetness. It's got cane sugar and molasses, I think it was. No, yeah. Or brown sugar. So one of them. It's basically the same thing. Brown sugar is molasses and sugar. So this will be a different batch, but it'll have a different flavor. So this is a little sweet, which cuts the heat a bit. I don't use sweeteners in mine. This one, because it's not my recipe. But they put my label on it. Two rolls left. Yeah, when I make mine, I use tomato, onion, garlic, lime juice, water, peppers, that's it. Nice. I put it on the stove and I simmer it for a bit, and then put it in a blender and blenderize it, and then put it through a sieve, and then put it back in the pot and simmer it some more, and then re-blenderize it, re-sieve it through a metal sieve. Last roll. And then I take the pulp out of those 2 sievings, and my mom freeze dries it. And then I grind it into powder. So there's all different ways of doing it, but that's how I did my last batch. That's how I'll do this batch. New Marshall sent a LOL. OL. Thank you, New Marshall. That was equal. That was basically equal to a super chat. Didn't have any 63s. Alright, well, for this we had a 73 proof, a 2024, a 2009, 2 from the 50s, 1 from the 40s, 1 war nickel, and 1 from the 30s. So we had a total of 3, 6, 10, 13, 15 points. Awesome. So in total, you have 2 2024s, 3 2009s, 7 from the 50s, 2 from the 40s, a war, and a 30s. So usually I write down all the fines and everything, but I'm just doing the points on that. So a total of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16 fines. So it's the end of the regular part of the stream, so we'll do our normal end of stream giveaway. And an entry on the wheel. I will look at the names and see who had the oldest correct answer. Now we're going to do it by year. 1939. Billy, Michael R., KJ, New Marshall, Jolly, Dennis, Wolf, JC, David, Enmarsh, and Smoker all had 1939. So, we've got 27 people entered already. So again, I've got Furvids pinned at the bottom for the channel. And again, if you haven't subscribed to him, I would ask that you do. And you get a sticker. I've got a bunch of different colors. I've got, actually, let me just do this and make it easier. I've got black, blue, green, gold, purple, rose, and red. What color would you like? Because I have all of those colors. And those are actual photos of the bag. So let me know on that. Because that's probably, I don't know, 75 or 100 left. Yeah, 15 seconds left. Got blue. Yeah, that's my favorite. Gonna resume it for just a second here. Michael and JC got in. And hey, Todd Kendrick, welcome. Don't know if you were just lurking and watching or anything like that, but all right. Since I think everybody else has gotten in, so we're now at 31. Winner of the end of stream VMC. I don't know why I thought of VMC when I said that. Thing popped in my head was TNT Dynamite. And the wheel winner, $126 names, Joseph Wells. You can tell when it was a copy and paste or me writing them on, because any of the AG has been a supporter for 4 months. Thank you, AG. See, there's 126. We had 2 of those entries. Bank it, I can do that. BMC banking. You're at 375. So JC, Muscle Shell, Road to Redemption, End Marsh, VMC, and Joseph. Yes, you do, Brian. You can choose, like, if you want to get one of my colored ones. Some of those are eligible for it. So, of course, any of my regular copper, including these. Not that one. That one's not one of them. But any of these that are 450, these are individually numbered. So you can look at those. Should be 2 of them for me. 2. So yeah, anything, pretty much anything up to here except for this one. So any of those are eligible. If you want one of those. Or I can bank. Kelly said green. Canada? Okay. Kelly wants green. All right. How about a green pen also? Yeah, Road to Redemption, just send the, if you haven't sent the email, when you send it to me, I'll send you a code to use on my store site, and I put those directions in there, but I'll show you here real quick. You'll come into my website, you'll come to copper, you can choose any of the regular 325 copper rounds, so you can go, okay, front, back, yep, let's add it to the cart. You go to checkout, you put your discount code that I send you, and it is free. It's as simple as that. And then it sends it to me, and I send it to you. So that way you can look at it at your leisure and choose what you like. So I won't worry about Brian doing it, just because there was part of the hunt, so. Yeah, I've got 2 of them in there, plus a 3 chili, so you're at $7. So anyway, congratulations, Callie Browns fan, and Brian. Yeah, still fun, but you got that nice Canada one. I have tons and tons. I still have some that I need to list, but like some of them, I've got 2 tubes of the Canada ones. I've got 2 tubes of the Easter, all kinds of stuff. So if you end up wanting multiple, the website, it will show if there's like less than 1 left or something like that. Like for example, this one, only 1 left of that. But if you come into like this one, there's at least 10. If it's under 10, it'll say however many left. I think that one's 5 left, 3 left. So it'll like tell you that sort of thing. So that way, if you are looking to get something, for example, the Space Force, there's only 2 left. So if you're thinking about getting one, you might want to get one. Tubes for sale? Yeah, I'll do tubes. Obviously not for, the full price or anything, but we can figure out, a price for a tube of them. And I would let you mix and match also, if you didn't want like all 20 of one thing. Mountain tubes. Hey, you guys must have gotten home probably shortly ago. Oh, empty. Okay. I'm like, what are mountain tubes? I think I have one empty tube. Everything else is at least partially stuff in it. But some of them I can probably combine together and do. I think, where is it? I think I have one empty at the moment. I just got to remember where I put it. Oh, yeah, no problem. Now that's going to bug me. I know I saw it. And I know I have one. I probably knocked it off. Yeah, I took that. I took one of those out of the store's inventory so it doesn't get sold. And I just have it held. Yeah, I think I only have. I think I found possibly 3 more right now, but that's about it. I was going to make a note of that. Renee and me. Even though I know I saw your email, but use the code for the copper round. Okay. Yeah, if you have that code, if it doesn't work or something, just let me know. Sometimes they, for some reason, don't like to work. And then I know I've shown a few of you, probably all of you have seen it, but these are the new 5-ounce rounds I got in, the 250th. So looks better in person. But I think I ordered 10 of those. They're a little more expensive than the others just because anything that's the 250th stuff is, unfortunately. Just got Bauer back. Well, that's good, I guess. So I do have one of those held for you. I've got one for you also, New Marshall. Don't forget, send me an email claiming your prize and either asking for a code or bank it. I know VMC banked and was it just VMC, I think? Can't remember. But if you did bank it, let me know and I'll make sure I get that put down correctly. Or you can say I want the code. It's not too bad. Pretty good box overall. We had 59 likes. We had a bunch of people put 4-month things. BH sent a membership. Billy did a membership. There was New Marshall did $10 tip. And the nice thing about that is they don't take 70% or 30% of it. And so yeah, just send me an email and just say code, like what you won. So yours was last man standing. You can just put LMS and then say code please or whatever, and then I'll send you that code. I know VMC was banked already. But you do have to claim it unless you want it banked, and then you can just tell me banked in the stream, like if I like on VMCs. But still prefer to have an email. But a 25-point box with, I think it was 13 finds. Not bad. A proof, that was the high one along with the war. So I do have my silver and gold listed. I do have the quarter troy ounce with the Indian buffalo, and then a walking liberty and Aztec, and then 1/10 of a troy ounce on the Incuse Indian and the Aztec. These are 1/100th of a gram, 1/100th of an ounce, and then the 5-ounce gold or silver eagle is also the silver one. This is up close. So that's a colorized 5-gram silver eagle. Yes, it's more than regular silver value, but it's because of the novelty type stuff, and you always pay premiums on smaller things. And I also got in this one. That's the one I showed. I got those. I've got this one, the Howling Wolf. This one is a tiger and blue flames and a black panther with a red moon. The white mountain tiger, baby dragon hatching. A dragon versus tiger. Those are all new ones I got in. A bunch of these not too long ago, I think last week. I got those, and those. And I have no more of those. It was sold out. Now I'll have to take it off. Yeah, the smaller stuff's always higher premium, but I think I picked up 5 of those, the Dracula, Pennywise, and Joker. I think I have 5 of those. I think I have at least 5. I think I have 7 of this one and 7 of that one. And I think I have 9 of that. Anyway, that's all my 5-ounce stuff. If you scroll all the way bottom, I do have a bunch of these. These are individually numbered, serial numbered. I think I have 12 of those or something. And that one's numbered. I've got a few other versions of this one coming also. These are the Scottsdale ones that are kind of, you can kind of raise them up and stack. That's the Schloss Guldengose Geiger. These are, I wish these were numbered. They only have 5,000 made, but they didn't number them. That's the irritating thing. And then I have the 500 gram Geigers. And of course, Geiger is, of course, more expensive, just like Scottsdale costs more. Yeah. So those are all my 5-ounce rounds. I do have a couple that, like, one of them I have a broken case. So I did, of course, lower it down, and this one has no case. So I lowered it down even further. So I do have a few that if you look at them and you're like, why are there multiples of that? That's why. I did get a couple more of those, and I think I've got 3 of those left. That one I need to move down here. Got some of those, got some of those. All my 1 ounce. You've probably seen them all, but. And you can sort by availability and price and all that. And then my currency, I've been trying to get some of that put on. These are consecutive 2s. BEP pack. And then I have my reviews. These are just for the store, not like individual items. Anyway. Yeah. Did you see gold? Yes, you did. Scottsdale Mint, 1/100th of a troy ounce. 4.9's fine. That's in relation to a penny. I do have them like the flips that they were sent to me with, but it's probably because of the plastic. I can get more. I only picked up 3 because, of course, gold doesn't move as fast. And the back is just plain. But those, if you had 100 of them, you have an ounce of gold. And these are all the 1 and 10th ounce. And then so I'm always trying to get new stuff, and yeah, it's, I mean, you can see in relation to my thumbnail. You know, if I put my thumb over it, basically the end of it's there. I don't know. But again, it's Scottsdale. It's, of course, you're going to pay more because it's Scottsdale Mint. Yeah, and a lot of people, they're like, I want some gold, but I can't afford, a quarter ounce. But, I mean, this is on my fingertip. They compared it to a penny. That's in relation to a dime. So yeah, I only picked up a couple of them, 3. I think I can get 2 more. And I think I have a couple more of those I'm going to be able to get. But yeah, some of it is kind of more to, some people want stuff, but they can't afford, a full ounce of silver even, or, it's cost more for the littler stuff. But yeah, and that's the other thing is you can always start with, silver. But yeah, I got the 1/10 and 1/4 ounce because a lot of people are like, well, I'll just start small and, see, and then they're like, I need to get more, and then they buy full ounce and then 5 ounce, and of course, like that 5 gram eagle, it's more of the, it's shaped and colorized, and that's why you're paying more. But and I get that not everybody's going to go, oh, I'm not going to even look at that because that's expensive. It's like, well, yeah, but I try to get stuff for all kinds of people. Yeah. I'll show you possibly a couple more items I'm getting. This is a 10 ounce. Each side is 5 ounces. So it's a 10 ounce. And then this one is a Galaxy. It's a 10 ounce round. But I'm getting that one also. Um, I've got some turtles, penguins, beavers. I'm thinking just get a couple of these because I probably won't sell them really quick. But it's Charles Ponzi 5247. And then Zeus, I'm going to get. And the Abominable Snowman, I'm going to get. These ones I already have, so I'm not buying more of those. But that one, all 4 of these, I think I'm only going to get 2 of those. And then the 2, each of them are 5 ounce. That one's kind of cool. That's a 10 ounce. Oh, and I think I might be able to get this 5 ounce. And of course, again, it's the 250th, so it's probably a little bit more. Probably not super much. Yeah. Yeah, some of those fractionals are good to be able to start. And like I said, not everybody can, afford a full ounce of gold or something like that. Nope. Anything that's just the regular 325, it can be the round or the bar. So either any of those $3.25 ones is what that's good to. And then, like I said, you put the code in and it should charge 0. But yeah, it depends on what I can get it for. I've got this guy that I found. I bought one on something on eBay, and then he messaged me, and I was like, "Well, if you want to do it basically off eBay, you'll save 13%, and I don't have to pay 8.5% taxes." And he's like, "That's crazy." I'm like, "Yep, Utah charges taxes on copper." So he's saving 13%, and I'm saving 8%, and so I'm getting them at a decent price. Yeah, any of the just regular copper 1 ounce that are $3.25, any of them. Doesn't matter which one, if there's only one left or if there's 50 left. And some of them I've got tubes of. But we just do a private sale basically. I just PayPal him, and I asked if he was a dealer. I said I would love to be like a dealer or whatever, but problem is you have to buy like 100 of one item. And I don't have the ability to buy 100 unless I'm wholesaling them, and I don't have those connections right now. He said he's kind of an in-between. He gets better rates because he buys them in bulk, but he's not having to buy 100 of them. And it's just kind of like whatever he gets, so he doesn't even really get to choose them. It's just like, here's what I've got. So we've done a couple transactions. We'll do another one next week when more of those things come in. And he has other tubes, like he has full tubes of the Easter and things like that, like I said, I can get. And then if you're getting an entire tube or something, obviously you won't pay full price for each thing, because an entire tube at full price would be $65, and we can work out something. Weird. Anyway, or if there's certain things that you guys are looking at, sometimes I come across some of the most random stuff, like that Ponzi one. Like I said, I'll probably only buy one, maybe two, just because I don't think it's going to move very fast. But I like trying to find surprises for you guys to be like, oh yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, I've never done the boosted stuff, like how you can boost your item and stuff. But yeah, I've sold thousands of dollars in halves. And yeah, they take 13.25% plus a 40% or 40-cent listing fee. Got to have that 40-cent listing fee. Venmo or Zelle are way better than eBay and PayPal. PayPal isn't horrible. It's like, for me, Cash App and Venmo are 2.9% plus a 39-cent transaction fee. PayPal is 3.49% and a 49-cent transaction fee. So you're paying 0.5% more, and you're paying 10 cents more per transaction. But most people use PayPal. On here, most people use like probably half PayPal, half Cash App. I think I've only had Venmo a couple times, but I have all three of them. But I do the PayPal just because it's not much more. I mean, if it was like 7% or something, it'd be like, no. So even PayPal and him, even if he's charged, it's still 10% cheaper than eBay. But anyway, I don't think I'm going to open any quarters tonight. I'm tired from last night. Or Saturday night, I should say. Yeah, this is one of those 5-ounce genies. And that is the Dark Machine of Time. This and that glow. You probably can't see it because of the light, but anyway. Those glow, and then the back. But all kinds of stuff. Actually, I'll have to get them all out, but. And if you guys ever want like close-ups of anything or something like that, you can shoot me a message through my store, and just say, hey, can I get some close-up pictures of whatever item? And I'm glad to do that. Or you can email me. Either way, doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm a little tired. Like I said, Saturday I had to get up at 5 a.m. because we were going to Mesquite for the son's swim meet. We had to be there at 7 Nevada time, so which is 8 hours, but it takes 2 hours to get there. So that's why we had to get up at 5. And then I was on call Saturday night. I got called in. I was there for a few hours from 4 to 6 in the morning. Didn't get home until like 7. Well, I got home and then finally into bed at 7:30. And I ended up getting 5 hours of sleep. And then last night I woke up at 2 in the morning, wide awake. And probably was about an hour and a half before I fell back to sleep. But yeah, that's my life. You guys know that. Thursday, 5:30, 2 more winners. Well, I do have 2 boxes. I think I can't remember if the one is sold. I know that the 2 were for the no frills battle hunts. And then I can't remember if that box for Monday is sold. Anyway, I'm going to call it a night and take my pills and hopefully be asleep faster than normal. And I've got all kinds of those keychains. So if you are always looking for one, you can get one, put in your toolbox, your glove compartment, your tackle box, your all kinds of stuff. I got around in the mail today from you dated April 22nd. Wow. That happens. It goes to Las Vegas because that's the nearest hub to us, which is 3.5 hours away. Salt Lake is 5 hours, 5.5 hours. So it goes to Las Vegas, and yeah, it's, I mean, at least we have mail service, but I tell people if they're going to send me anything, it's going to be at least an extra 2 days to get to me. Because, like, Pa would send stuff out on a Monday, and people would already have it on a Thursday. And I would be Saturday, and I still hadn't had it. Night, Garrett. Good night, and Marsh. And it might be tomorrow before I get some emails sent out to you guys, but here you go. Thanks for coming. We had 400 people pass through. Not bad. So I'm going to sign off. You guys having a good night, and hopefully we'll get 100 likes on Thursday. Alrighty. See you guys later.